Reji is the Bishop Designate of the Malandri Orthodox Syrian Church. Dear colleagues, dear graduates, research scholars, MTS students, their family members, brothers and sisters in Christ. I deem it as a privilege to be the chairman of the FFRRC because it is a prestigious institution which has contributed much to the Church of India for the last 40 years. Our journey together for the last 4 decades was successful in bringing the churches together as well as in producing eminent theologians, professors, bishops and other church leaders of the churches of India. Today we have gathered together here to say goodbye to the graduates and the DTS students who have completed their residential requirements. In Latin language, vale, I don't know whether the pronunciation is right or wrong. Vale means to say something good, something right, something positive. And addiction is to say something. So on this day, we have gathered together to say something good about you and to say and to wish you a good future in your life and in your career as a theologian and as a church leader. If we take some metaphors from the Bible and the church fathers, I would like to quote 2 metaphors. One is from the Old Testament, the book of Genesis, the wrestling of Jacob with the angel throughout the night. So he was lying down using a stone as a pillow. So you, dear graduates, your pillow was more than a stone for the last 2 years for the MTS students and 3 years for the DTS students. If the pillow is stone, you may have frightening dreams, just like Jacob was wrestling with the angel, and Jacob was not ready to leave him unless the angel blessed him in the last. So that period is quite over now, but your family members have already started post-colonial reading of the role of a father in the family and the role of a mother in the family, because during these last years you were more dealing with the books and the libraries and the methodological issues than with your partners and the children. The second metaphor is taken from the writings of Clement of Alexandria, who wrote a beautiful treatise on teaching or learning. Paideia is the name. There the metaphor is that of a bee which visits many flowers and extract honey out of each and every flower. And every plant may produce flowers and the bee may be visiting each and every plant, but some of the plants they ignore, and on some flowers they remain for a long time and extract honey out of it. I think that's a beautiful metaphor about learning and studying. So you have been referring to theological books in the libraries. Unfortunately, you could not do it so seriously because of the COVID. You were more downloading than reading and analyzing. I know some students, they think downloading is the major job of a graduate student or postgraduate student. So your laptops may be full of PDF files, and some of you may have hard drives with 1 terabyte. But I request you to go through some of these PDF files once you are out of the FFRRC, because now you have more time. I'm glad that Paulus Tirumeni is with us on this auspicious day. Actually, Tirumeni was a native of Kottayam and he studied in Basilius College, if my memory is right. He was a youth leader, I think, more in the SEM than in the KSU, if I am not wrong. So he was a vibrant student, a leader of other students, and a model to many, because in the campuses it is very difficult to find model students because every campus is contaminated by a lot of things. Now he has become a bishop, and in his generation many people took him as a model how to be a good student, to engage in social life, in political life, and at the same time to be a serious student. Our Konatachan was here for a long time. I think more than 3 decades he taught at the Orthodox Seminary, the church history, the canons, the liturgy, worship, and his graduation was at the college. His graduation was in psychology. Sometimes he took classes for psychology too when we had a scarcity of teachers in that area in some years. So he was tenure as the president was unfortunately during the COVID. So we all know he could not have done much according to his aspirations, but he was a good leader and he was motivating us, supporting us, and leading us. And Reji is a bishop designate of our church. I always thought there should not be more than one Reji in the world, just like the first commandment which was given to Moses by Yahweh. So unfortunately he was always there wherever I went. In Nagpur Seminary he came, so I was a little bit frustrated. And then in our diocese, I was in a parish, and when I left the parish, he was the successor. And then he came here. So I was praying seriously just to give him another opportunity. By the grace of God, he is selected as a bishop. He is very vibrant, a good academician, and a very good teacher. So it's a loss for Orthodox Seminary as well as FFRRC, but we all expect from him good things for the seminaries and the students of the FFRRC in future. I wish both Konatachan and Reji all the best, and with these words and with a word of gratitude to our registrar, Koshipi Vargisachan. He is the one who sleeps very little among us. Or throughout the day and the night, his brain has only 4 letters, 5 letters, FFRRC. Sometimes he calls in the very early morning, sometimes in late night, one or the other issue. He was very cooperative, and he gave us a lot of leadership during these years. And Bibil Lalachan helped us to maintain the discipline in our money matters. So I am grateful to both of them. Thank you very much, and I wish all the best to the graduates and graduates and the DTH students who completed the residential period. Some of you may become bishops, and some of you may become principals, and some of you may become presidents and secretaries of your church, whatever the title you give to in your church. So I wish you all the best. May God bless you wherever you go and whatever you do. Thank you.
Thank you.